Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to BSIN and ROLLIN. My name is BS. We're coming to you live from the Ybor campus of Hillsborough College at the Bill Brown Recording Studio. I am joined, as always, by my compadre, my co-host, Maddie J. What you got today?
Your comadre.
Yeah, comrade.
Comadre.
This is my comrade, Matty.
Well, it's kind of like comrade, but it's in Spanish is
So
instead
it's
of
not
no, it's
not
not
as
like
harsh.
godfather and godmother is compadre and comadre.
Okay.
So madre,
So, comadre.
comadre. Yes.
Rico Suave. Nice. And also, we have I'm going to just start saying he's an official third host. He's been here for almost every show we've done. He's been along with us. Mr. Vince Vibe in the studio, YouTube star personality, podcast host, and overall, awesome guy. Welcome aboard, sir.
Hey.
Glad to have you today.
Wow, such high praise as always from Mr. BS. So you know it's not true.
It is true. I mean, you know what? It is a done deal when you come here. So I feel like you do deliver.
No,
You do
thank
deliver.
Thank you.
We-
No,
we-
no,
we
I was
only-
just joking. I'm just joking.
We only invite those that pass the high bar of standards as we pop open
Yes.
tops
Yeah,
over
that's
here
a
on
monster
air.
being
we're
opened up.
monsters, by the way.
Yeah.
We do not.
What are you drinking?
A C-
I'm drinking
C4?
a C4.
A C4.
Yes, I'm a big fan of C4s. I'm
I always thought C4 was more of a pre-workout, like you would drink it before a gym workout. Because isn't that how it started? Like a powdered C4 that you would add for,
I thought so,
Same
yeah.
thing with Ghost. Ghost
Yeah,
kind of
Ghost
started
as well.
out the same way.
or Celsius.
I'm not a Celsius guy. I mean, I'm Ghost or C4, but yeah, I guess you would drink them before you work out or stuff. But my life's a workout. All right.
Oh
There
my
it is.
gosh.
It's-
So
it's
is
in
that
it.
what the first topic we're going to be talking about? Working out.
I'm
talk
down
about,
for
okay,
that.
let's talk about workout.
Let's.
We're
I'm
going to
gonna-
be talking a little bit about working out. We're winding down. The Thanksgiving season is seasoning around the corner. We just had our.
Seasoning for Thanksgiving.
Hey.
Like it.
Who
Yeah.
needs to work out?
So
when you
we'll
got
talk a little bit about
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving and giving thanks.
Okay.
We'll talk about working out. We'll talk about Black Friday. And who's going to be participating of that. And
A lot of money.
and we'll also talk a little bit about us ending this term.
Yeah, that's right around the
from
corner.
what we
getting ready to
started.
end up
We're
the semester.
we're started, in one place and we're ending in another place. Are we continuing on? We're gonna have some people graduating that are no longer going to be with us. So we're gonna be talking a little bit about that. So are
Out
we
of
gonna
the
be,
school, not from life.
Yeah, yeah. No. We don't need to be talking about our personal lives here.
Yeah.
That's another radio show for another time.
Most definitely.
But are we doing Seek and Destroy for our first song? Is
I
that
thought
what
we were. I thought we were going to do Seek and Destroy for
Okay.
the intro, and then
Okay,
Brass
well,
Monkey
you know
for
what?
the first song.
We're going to be doing Seek and Destroy for the first song.
I am okay
And
with
when we're
that.
done with this song, we're going to go hop right into it and talk about what we were going to talk about.
I am here
Okay.
for it.
Let's do this.
We are back. BSIN, ROLLIN, Ybor campus, Hillsborough College. Y'all know the recording studio. So you brought it up. I'm going to ask, where are you in your winter arc? Because when did we cover this? It was about end of September we started talking about the winter arc.
I know. I really,
The
so
winter
I started
arc.
putting my roller skates together. I know I didn't let you know, but I had to put my dog down on Tuesday.
Oh, I'm very sorry
Yeah,
to
he
hear
was
that.
an older guy. So, it's a lot of work when you have an older guy because you have to really dedicate a lot of time to an
Right.
animal who's, had really severe arthritis. He was a service animal too. So it's frustrating for him because he couldn't perform for me.
Right.
And frustrating for me because he couldn't, he couldn't perform for me.
Yeah.
Were little things where like he knew not to pee on the concrete. Well, he had to,
Mm-hmm.
or pee on himself, for example. So now that he's no longer in pain
Mm-hmm.
and in peace, it opens up the door for me to be able to like really refocus. I feel like even like I've started to try to change my eating habits more to stop eating more, outside.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love to go to the fast food and grab me a kid's meal. It doesn't matter where it's from. But refocusing back on making sure that I'm doing my meals at home, making my coffee at home, even not buying coffee from a coffee chain that ends up being more expensive and maybe even hurting my stomach more than it would at home.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like by the end of this week and starting the next week before Thanksgiving, I'm giving my skates a spin out in the neighborhood.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I need to
Heck
put
yeah, I
my
mean.
presence out there again. Because I love being out there. You see things walking, but when you're on wheels, it's like so different. And you're outside of a car because you're going at the pace that you are able to go. Like, you're controlling everything. It's not like you have, all this gas and all
Mhm.
this mechanism going with the car. You're at the mercy of how you're going to roll.
Mhm.
So I feel that I'm ready for next week.
There you
I really
go.
am. I'm ready for this winter arc. I want to feel that I'm burning, calories, that I'm in pain because I worked out there. I'm sweating
Mhm.
and maybe got a couple like battle scars to go with it,
Chick stick scars, man.
Yeah,
Chick
yeah,
stick
yeah.
scars.
How about you? Have you been doing a winter arc? Dun, dun,
That's some
I-
awkward. That was. Are you talking to me
I
or are
think
you
she was
talking to
talking to
Vince?
you.
I thought she was looking at
She
you.
was staring right at you.
Yeah, I was looking at you.
Oh, I thought you were
Mr.
looking
No,
at
I was
her.
BS.
looking
No,
at you.
Mr. BS. You
Oh,
can't get out
I
of
thought we were
this.
going round robin.
Oh,
But okay,
I mean, I
okay.
looked across to you.
She looked
'cause,
across.
You
You're
asked me,
the-
so, and I feel like maybe you would
Y'all
ask
are the
Vince
host.
Vibes.
I'm just around.
He's like,
No,
what?
you're officially a third host. We covered that in the intro.
No.
No, for me, when we started, when did we talk? What radio show was that when we talked about it? Was right at the end of September, right?
Yep.
So we're about 45 days in because it kicked off October 1st. And since then, I started at 260. And when I weighed myself today, I am 247. So I am down 13 pounds.
Ooh, look
Nice.
at you. Nice. Very nice.
Been putting a lot of focus, like you were saying, into just changing the dietary habits. Inflation makes it easier to grocery shop.
Yeah.
You're not buying as much sweets and you're not buying as
Yeah.
much junk, and you're definitely not eating out if you've got a family
Mhm.
of 3 or 4,
Mhm.
trying to order 2 pizzas and some breadsticks these days is like 70, 80 bucks just to
God.
get it delivered. So being able to do that and just changing it up. And for me, I looked at the winter arc not so much as just a weight loss thing, because that's a year-round thing in my opinion. Just locking in the discipline. Being able to say I'm setting time aside to plan a radio show with Maddie. I'm planning a radio show for the breakdown at noon, then at Boss Hog Radio. Maintaining that discipline to still get something physical. Last night I was kind of having a bad pain day, and I was just sitting out in my office playing some video games. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take my dog for a walk.
Mhm.
I couldn't make it to the gym today. I've had VA appointments, everything, but I need to do something. Just took the dog out for a little bit of a walk. It was only 10, 15 minutes, but it was more than I had done all day. So I felt like pretty good about checking
Yeah.
that discipline box. I did something physical. And that's how I'm using the winter arc. Just trying to get
Okay.
that discipline back with everything evolving, everything changing, getting ready for the semester close, like we said. And if you can adjust to that type of thing, you can adjust to anything when it
Yeah.
comes to getting that discipline in.
Yeah. How about you, Vince? I mean,
Uh,
I've noticed you've lost a lot of weight since the term started, and I know you had a medical procedure in the summer that has, kind of been a push pull, like a couple things going on. But I have noticed that you've trimmed a
Yeah,
little,
so
quite a lot.
I also kind of was in the same page as Mr. BS. At the beginning of the year, I weighed at 265, and right now I am sitting at 200 flat. So I've lost
Wow, look at
65 pounds
that.
in this year.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you, thank you. I wish that like I said, like Maddie said, it was on better terms. I did have a medical procedure in the summer, and I do suffer from chronic pancreatitis. So it is something that I am constantly gonna have to work on for the rest of my life. But with that comes pros and cons, and one of the big pros is that I lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I've always been a fatter individual or a big boned individual. Okay.
I'm not fat. I'm big bone.
Yeah. Respect my authority.
I'm festively plump.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. Anyways, but this is a good show. The new episodes of South Park are so good. But not to get too into it. I've always been too big. In high school, I had a max of like 350. I was playing high school football, but also just we're not really taking care of myself physically, mentally. And I feel like that's carried into a lot to where I am right now. But
No, I mean, you say 350, and I don't see a person that weighed 350 like when I look at you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I very much appreciate that. There's old pictures. I think my ID photo I can show you. I weighed 300 in that picture. But yeah. I mean, it's been a journey, and I'm gonna keep going. I mean, the next step is to build muscle, just to replace kind of what I've lost over these past few months, so I don't end up just a sack of bones. So yeah,
Yeah. And because I had the similar procedure that you had done. I don't have a gallbladder, so I know
Yeah.
that a lot of times we want to indulge in things, and while our body is adjusting to not having that part of our body anymore, it's gonna like make funny things, reject those things, and we just have to learn to sometimes we can't indulge, and other times we just feel that we have to indulge. So just learn to be very kind to yourself, be patient with
yeah.
yourself, because even having an energy drink might set you off, but just learn what you can and can't do, and then when you do indulge, just make up for it. But you're on the right path.
No, and I appreciate that. And yeah, I've been learning what to eat, what not to eat.
Yeah.
What upsets my stomach and all that. So yeah, it's a growing
And now you're
process.
walking from school,
Yes,
from home to school, which is a nice walk for you, exercise.
I do get at least 15 to 20,000 steps every day.
That's very
There it
good.
is.
So that definitely adds to it. And then of course my job at the arena is very labor intensive, building stages and taking down, the hockey and all that good stuff. So, it all builds on itself. It's just finding more time to actually work on myself and not just work on
Yeah.
myself because I'm going through life. But just
Yeah.
finding time.
That's
That's
good.
my winter arc is
Well, you know
learning to
what?
find time
There it
Yeah.
is.
for
I mean, at
myself.
least, I'm like I said, I put my skates together. I can't find my three-way tool, which is just a tool to, it's easier to adjust your wheels onto your skates. But so I just used another tool, but it just takes longer because the other one is just so convenient.
Mhm.
So I just have to make sure that my wheels are tight on my skates, that I have that the brakes, the toe stops don't fall, because that's happened to me. That's the worst. You think you have a toe stop and you don't, and then you're like, oh crud. Yeah.
Look like that meme where the
You're like,
kid sliding
"Run
down the hill.
away."
Stop! I can't.
No.
Slow down.
No, I mean, I've learned to do T stops and stuff. The worst is when you think you clear something and there's like a dip in front of a speed hump, and you're like, what the freak, and then you land on the floor and do a split.
And they're like, wait, do it again. I didn't get on
that-
camera
I
this
didn't see
time.
it.
Nope. Yeah. But I am gonna get back out there. Sometimes a lot of it is anxiety.
Mhm.
So for me, because I'm, don't interact a lot with my neighbors. So I feel like, oh, all eyes are on me now. They're looking at me, and it's just getting out of that mindset. Like, don't worry about it. You know what you're doing, Madeline.
Mhm.
So, by next week you'll know, and we'll have a few days, so we won't be doing the BSIN and ROLLIN next week because of the holiday.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when we come back next Thursday, the Thursday after Thanksgiving, oh yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna take us now to the next
There-
music break.
There is no
Oh.
radio shows on Monday.
No radio show Monday.
I'm just saying there's no radio. There's no shows that inhabit the station on Monday.
Really?
So if there was like
oh.
a time frame you wanted to come in and do your
That
show
would be
before
nice.
the
I,
break.
I will invade this place on a Monday to get my radio show.
Yeah,
in.
that would be
So-
Monday. A Monday show would be nice. Like even
Raise-
a Monday morning show.
Mhm. And then after the classes on Tuesday, there's no other show.
Okay. Well, there's stuff
Yeah,
like
breakdown at noon is the only one on the Tuesday class,
Yeah.
and then nothing after like 1
Yeah.
p.m.
Yep.
So we're gonna-
so let me know.
Yeah, we're gonna go on the next music break, which is The Doors' "Break On Through to the Other Side." So what do you guys think about
Let's
that?
rock
Yeah?
it.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go.
Welcome back to Hawk Radio on Live 365. This is BSIN and ROLLIN from Ybor campus of Hillsborough College and the Bill Brown Recording Studio. We now return you to your regularly scheduled broadcasting time.
Oh my gosh.
What was that?
I know. We should have just put that as an HCC
Right.
idea.
Yeah, that was literally an idea.
You can go ahead and feel free to clip that and throw it on throughout the day.
I again, I feel like that's the voice that you should only use for your wife. I feel like we shouldn't have heard that.
It's like,
It was
here we
it was
go
a little,
again.
it was a little too smooth.
Here's the thing. Mrs. BS is not that type of girl. Mrs. BS is a book talk girl. There's a reason that I had to 3D print a Call of Duty ghost mask and attach it to a baklava. I'm not allowed to talk. It's all about the aura.
Oh my God.
So I can't.
You know,
I can't
you guys
try.
understand each other the way that you understand each other.
I
That's
can't.
all
I
have
can't.
to
I
say
can't
about
do. I can't do my Barry Manilow and be like, it's gonna be one of those nights. So just get on ready, because I'm on my way home.
that. Oh my God.
I can't do that.
Do we have any country music that we can put?
We have Neil Diamond, I think.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah, we have Tennessee Whiskey, Tennessee Moon, that album. I think that's it. But
This one's dying over here.
I think we have some
Look at
Brad
his-
Paisley.
Oh my God, he needs to be cut
Oh
off
my
for
goodness,
a moment.
he
Hold on.
For anyone listeing right
Oh my
now,
God, if you hear this coughing in the background, it's him. It's BS.
BS seems to be currently dying. And if Mrs. BS is listening, come on, let him do his Barry Manilow at least once. What's stopping him? This is clearly affecting him in some way. So,
If Mama and Papa BS are listening, I am so sorry. I have lost all control of my own my own radio show today.
Oh my God. He's lost all his inhibitions. No control whatsoever.
We are way off the rails.
We were supposed to be talking about Thanksgiving, but I guess this is a way of giving thanks that we're laughing on the
I'm
show.
thankful to be in this environment
Yes,
with you
yes,
guys
very
right
much.
now.
Very much.
this
Very
is
much.
a great show. But speaking of Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, Spanksgiving.
Spanksgiving. Spanks.
Whoa!
I guess after
is
eating
what
all that
Mr.
turkey,
BS is
all that
gonna
turkey,
come
which one
home
is
to.
it? I don't even know which one it is. Aye. I don't know what's going on. Oh God. Okay. Speaking of
Thanksgiving, not
Spanks.
no.
I'm never gonna
No
forget
turkeys
that.
We're
are
gonna get
getting
kicked off
stuffed.
the air.
No, stop. This is a PG.
If you spank your
show.
turkey,
this is
that's
not
on
a Howard
you.
Stern show. All right. we can save this
Okay,
for the
so
boss hog.
speaking of
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm not the one doing this right now. I'm just laughing. You two are keeping going.
Speaking of Thanksgiving,
We're going to go ahead and get this crazy train back on the rails. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about what are you thankful for, listener? What are you out there thankful to have in your life? Miss Maddie, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful to be alive. You know, I'm thankful to be in this moment because look at all this laughing that we have going on. You know, laugh now, cry later.
No.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Maybe they're tears that he enjoys. I mean,
I'm
can't-
thankful that I've made it all the way up to my late 40s.
Agreed.
That I have most of my parts still.
You know, I haven't made it to my late 40s.
Nope.
You know,
You'll get there soon, Unc.
you know. I
Oh
am
my
not an
God.
unk. God. Listen, if I have not made it to, you know, my mid 40s, I'm not an unk. I feel like unk status is like 25, 30 plus.
Oh my gosh. Plus, you're not an uncle yet, right? You don't.
No, I'm legitimately not an uncle.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Wait,
I
does your
can't-
or does your fiance have brothers and sisters, and do they have babies?
Nah, I mean, no, not necessarily.
Okay, I mean, because
So-
then you could be an uncle, you know.
No, I think I'm getting away with that one too.
He's like,
trying to
maybe he's not
think.
telling us the truth.
No, there's a lot of what's the word? A lot of family friends, and a lot of family friends that have kids, and so, and it's in her family, she grew up taking care of a lot of kids that like aren't really a part of her family, but like,
So she's
Are-
like an auntie.
yeah.
So then your fiance,
No,
so
wait,
you're-
wait,
yeah.
no, not she's not like an auntie.
You said it,
She
not us.
no, not like
You
an
said yes to when I
auntie.
asked you
More
the
like
question.
more like a babysitter,
Oh, babysitter. Why does he
Yeah.
have to sound like 6'7"? 6'7".
Cause she's a babysitter.
Vince,
Not
what-
an aunt.
Vince, what are you thankful for
God,
this
get out of my
year?
room, Mom. It's not a phase.
I'm about to black out over here. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
You know, in 2 years of me dealing that with Ms. Otto.
Dude, according to Little Autumn, I'm already Gramps.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm Gramps qualified twice over between my older son and my older daughter.
But
so-
you're not a grandpa yet.
You're not.
I'm in the age bracket for it.
So,
So I'm Gramps and I got
are
gray
you
in the beard.
waiting for that moment to be a
You're
grandpa?
I don't think anyone is waiting for their moment their kid says, you know, this is something I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life.
I mean, some parents are
see,
like,
like,
when
for
are you
me,
gonna give us grandbaby?
I'm not pushing it, but I'd be excited to be a grandparent
Oh,
Mhm.
look at you.
because and I understand it now looking at it from a different perspective. Like I didn't quite understand why my parents were so excited to be grandparents, but they were when my son was born, they were ecstatic and everything. And it's one of those things that I think parents never say, but grandbabies is a chance to actually put every lesson you learned raising children into effect to influence another generation.
right.
So being able to say, I've raised 3 great children. Now, if they have children, I can take the challenges and setbacks that I had as a parent and now help raise that next generation. But when that time comes, my daughter and my son are definitely going to be like, you need to stay out of it and let us raise our kid. Just like I was with my parents and my parents were with theirs. So there's always that kind of, I've made a lot of mistakes along the way. I'm going to try to do better with this. But in that process of doing better, sometimes there's that possibility of crossing over a line that may not have existed before because you've never reached that boundary before.
Right.
And
Okay.
I feel like with the availability of now spending time with grandchildren, there's also less pressure with it. Because if I'm the grandparent and I buy my granddaughter or my grandson ice cream, that's a typical grandparent thing to do. No one's really going to get on to the grandparent with the little baby with a face full of ice cream. Whereas if it was a parent walking with them with a child with ice cream all over, you need to clean your child up. You need to do better. You need to do this. So there's less pressure on the grandparent, but almost that same level of responsibility. And I think that as time has kind of progressed, you see a lot more parents and even grandparents, I guess what we would call the boomer generation and the greatest generation of great grandparents and grandparents now. You're starting to hear a lot more. I don't have the answers all the time. Because for a while there, I don't know about when you were being raised or anything like that, but it's this way because I said it is. You're going to do it this way. This is how this works. This is how that works. And it was just cut and dry. You can only say, go read it yourself so many times before your kids are going to be like, he really doesn't know anything about that. Sarah at home, she's able to say when Autumn says, I need help with math homework, I don't know math. I'm not going to act like I know math. If you need history help, come to me. I'll help you with history. You need math, go to Dad. Dad can help explain that a little bit better. So I think what you're seeing with parents of the late Gen Z, early millennial is the ability to say, I don't know confidently.
Okay.
Instead of making up something that's going to force a hand somewhere. Well, you told me this, but it's actually this.
Yeah.
Now you're backpedaling. Just say, I don't know that.
Right.
But let's look it up together and we'll both learn. Sometimes people are so afraid to admit what they don't know because then that means they have a shortened learning. And most people don't like to learn past a certain age. Once I'm done with school, I know everything I need to know. But you don't. You don't know what you don't know, and you got to take that into account.
Yeah.
I feel like I just hogged
No,
that whole
it's okay.
thing. Sorry.
But it's okay. No, but because, it's nice to put that part into perspective when you said that you don't know that part because you haven't reached that part yet. Like being a child, being a parent, being a grandparent are 3 different things.
100%.
Okay? But when you become a parent, for example, I'm pretty sure Vince Vibes likes to hang out with us because we're parents. So
I don't think that's the first thing I think about when I say I want to hang out with you guys. Like, they have kids. I want.
Yeah, no, but I think it's because the experience. Because
be
being a parent now, we can understand what it felt like to be your age.
No, but yes,
you know what I mean. And then maybe there's something that you're like, wow, she's this way, and she's also a parent. Like, because sometimes I've gotten, oh my gosh, they'll tell my daughter, you have such a cool mom, or something like that, and it's just something that until you're there, you don't know.
No.
So like being a child, then being that parent, and even being a parent, you can't control what the mistakes that you made, and then you can see your child probably making the same mistakes, and guess what? It's their life. They have to make that mistake so they learn not to make that mistake again in the future. You can only tell them so much, just like saying, don't touch the stove, it's hot. Don't touch the stove, it's hot. The kid will touch the stove to see if it's hot. And they may or may not get burned. Maybe they'll do it fast. Maybe their hand will get stuck. And they're like, oh, my gosh. But you don't know until you get there.
One of the things that I had to learn as a parent was when it came to I'm just going to say, I don't want to say child, but every kid has a phase where they want to push and get a reaction out of the parent. And once they're able to get that reaction, they walk away happy because they've won a battle against mom or dad.
Right.
So when when my son was getting ready to go into high school, one of his things was, I want to dye my hair and I want to do this. And I'm like, he's trying to get a reaction out of me. I just went, okay. And he goes, what? I was like, you're free to do whatever you want in life as long as you accept the consequences that come with it. Well, what do you mean? If you do this and you dress like that and you act like this, don't come to me saying you're being bullied at school. That's your responsibility to handle because you made these decisions based on how you want to live your life.
Right.
Living your life freely does not absolve you from consequences, good, bad, or indifferent. Someone could compliment you, and that's one of the consequences of positivity. Hey, you look really good today. Real world ain't like that. You're going to have people that want to hurt.
Hey, you look like you just came out of Warped Tour.
Yeah. And then once that happens, you can't come to me and say, I need you to fix this problem that I created.
Yeah, very true.
Even with Autumn today, she'll come up with something off the wall, and that's fine. You can do it, but be ready for the consequences, and don't come to me because the consequences show up on your doorstep.
Yeah.
Whereas when I was a kid, and I remember that was back in like the early 2000s when frosted tips were really in. And so everybody had like the blonde tips in their hair, like NSYNC style and stuff. So me and my best friend, his name was John, we decided, you know what? We're going to dye our hair. Can't no one tell us nothing. So he dyed the tips of his hair were red, and I did mine in orange. Well, after a couple washes, that orange washed out, and it was highlighter yellow. And my parents were so mad. My dad would not let me leave the house if I didn't have a ball cap on covering it up.
Oh, my gosh.
Because of the coloring and everything. I wasn't
Yeah.
prepared for those consequences because I didn't know really what I was doing. But I said, you can't tell me nothing. And then when I started getting the consequences, I started getting mad. You shouldn't be mean to me. And my dad would just say, look in the mirror. That's your call.
So let me ask you this. Are you thankful to be a parent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's been the single greatest mission that I've ever been assigned in life. Now, Sarah and I were high school sweethearts. She was a teenage pregnancy. And when we found out, it was cool. Your only option is the military. So 18-year-old kid raising an infant in a military installation, trying to learn parenting from Kentucky while family is in Florida. You learn to really adapt and literally survive.
Right.
When you're in that position. Moving on through life, as I had more children, I had my daughter Lily and then Autumn, you find it's like doing these projects here.
Okay.
You get your first experience, and you're like, I really don't know what I'm doing right now, but I'm going to try my best and see how it comes out. And hopefully it resembles a young person that as we think they should be.
Okay.
And then if you're fortunate enough to have a second one, you're like, I take those lessons learned.
Fortunate.
I apply it here, and hopefully they come out even better because I've learned and stopped making the mistakes.
Right.
Then if you're fortunate enough to have a third one,
Fortunate.
that's what I'm talking about. And then once
There's a reason for that fortunate
I know.
word.
I know.
Right now.
Once you hit that one, you start feeling like you have it mastered because you went through two who were completely opposite. But the third one comes out like a Tasmanian devil of offshoots that you don't know what's happening. So you're learning all over again, trying to remedy because now you don't even have, or you don't just have the influence of the parents on the children. You have older children influence on a child.
Yeah.
So older brother, older sister feeding. If you want to get away with this, you do that. If you want to get this, you do this. Mom and dad saying, if I say no, it's no. So now it's a pure battle of wills. Like, are the siblings right or the parents right?
Gotcha.
And then when you become a grandparent, that's when all that pressure leaves. It's gone because now you're just the grandparent. Like, can't tell me nothing. I raised you. You came out okay. I'm spoiling the grandbaby.
Okay. So what are you fortunate about before we go on this next music break?
I mean, I'm thankful for, this year, this is my first year of, trying to be completely independent on my own.
Okay.
As probably everybody knows because I've talked about it a lot. I moved into my own place for the first time this year. Right nearby the campus, and I do have a roommate, obviously, because in this economy, come on. But it's been working out really well over there, and I'm very thankful and grateful that I'm able to work and put myself in a spot where I can do that. I was raised by my grandparents, and I'm very thankful for them. But my grandparents, my grandfather has always worked construction sun up, sundown since he dropped out of high school. And my grandmother never really got to work. She was always on disability for various medical issues. So my household over there has always not been the most richest and fulfilled. And my parents, I always had this weird thing with them where I always felt like I was the more mature one in a conversation with them a lot of the times. And so just learning how to balance all of that at a young age has made me the independent person that I am now, and I am very thankful for it.
Okay. That sounds good. So
I'm very fortunate for it.
Fortunate. There goes that word. So with that being said, we're going to go on our next music break. We're going to go listen to Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
A little CCR today.
CCR. So let's do this.
All it's supposed to feel. break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
I'll bring us back this time. We're back. We're kicking it. Is Vince Vibes in the building? I guess honorary third host at this point.
Yes.
I've been on more than half of the shows.
Exactly.
I feel like.
Exactly.
I just love being here. It's not because I'm paid, and no, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. But
Slide in $5 under the table. Be on the show. We'll buy you an energy drink.
Yeah.
Talk about being paid. You gotta save up that money
For Friday.
For Friday.
Fridays are always a time where, like, the end of the week, you want to hang out. You want to do something, but Black Friday.
Not even Friday, because today starts Amazon's Black Friday week.
Wait a second. That's right.
So that's going
Pre-Friday.
on all week for Amazon. I just got a list of. Actually, let me pull it up.
Oh.
I saw this on a Instagram page called the Freebie Guy.
Freebie guy.
Oh, yeah. We did this for the National Hamburger Day.
Yes. So
yes, that's right.
the Freebie Guy also posted Black Friday dates for 2025, and it's every day that a Black Friday day sales start for each business. So Amazon starts today, and so does Best Buy. That starts today. Belk and BJ Wholesales have already been going on, and Costco. JCPenney's. Let's see what also comes out the 21st. JCPenney's comes out the 21st. Sales start coming out the 23rd. Kohl's. Macy's is also on the 23rd. See if there's any other nice ones. Walmart November 25th, which is that next Tuesday.
Okay.
So a bunch of Friday, Black Friday as a whole is pretty much died. It's pretty much week sales have continuously or throughout the week.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be like the big sales on Friday, or there'll be like certain ones that'll that each store will kind of have on that specific day, which is the 28th, the day after Thanksgiving, or 29th. Does that be? I don't know.
Should be the 28th this year, I think. Friday.
The 28th, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you go into any place right now, they already got something 50% off ready for you.
Is there something that you want for Black Friday that you've been eyeballing?
Oh man. Well, this is gonna go into a little bit of a story, I guess. Here, my friend, he is security forces in the Air Force. He's stationed in Okinawa, Japan. He's here for the week, in Tampa, hanging out. And on Tuesday, we were all hanging out and playing, and I brought my Xbox out to the living room and everything. And as I was cleaning up, maybe you can kind of see where this is going. I accidentally dropped my Xbox.
No.
Yes. And it broke. That was kind of a sentimental thing for me. It was one of the first ever things that I bought with money that I worked for years ago. And then on top of it, it had my homie's account who passed away on it. May he rest in peace. And so that was kind of like a little reminder I had of him. So with the Xbox now being gone, I'm definitely going to look towards getting a new Xbox. This Black Friday, if I can't find a new Xbox, I do want to at least look for something I can use. Yeah, it was so that's what I'm on the eye out for. What about y'all?
I kind of just shop through the year.
I normally that's what I do too.
When it comes to stuff like if there's big ticket items and stuff, I'll wait because there's spring clearances, there's Memorial Day sales, there's Labor Day, Veterans Day sales. So for me, like I'm trying to remember like my first actual real vivid memory of a Black Friday and when it started. I want to say it was like the late 90s. Like Tickle Me Elmo and Real Talkin' Bubba.
So
that was 2000.
That was 2000s. Because here's a funny story for you. 2007, I am during Christmas time. I'm 1 year old. I know this will make y'all feel a little old. And as a little 1 year old me, the story that I got from my mom is that she basically had to fight this woman over the last Tickle Me Elmo in the store for me.
Yeah.
To the point where they were literally both grabbing at it. Like, no, this is mine.
It kind of goes in line with that movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold.
Yes.
That one little action figure that people are like fighting in this. That was places like Chicago. And that was Tampa and all of those places. And so I never really partook in any of that because by that time I was already in the Army and I've have a couple deployments under my belt. And I'm like, the last thing I want to do is go around that many people in a store for an hour waiting outside, showing up 6 hours. Now, respectively, I have family members. One of my aunts is an absolute Black Friday shopper. She would have an itinerary about where she wanted to go on Black Friday.
And that's okay.
And that's perfectly fine. If that's how you get your adrenaline and that's how you kick your fight or flight.
You can do it. Hey,
knock yourself out. I ain't going to be mad at you.
Yeah, I'm just not going to go with you.
But then it's like you see the rise of the Cyber Monday sale.
Oh, very true.
Which I'm like, okay, I can get behind a Cyber Monday deal. You're giving me the opportunity to still get a deal. You're giving me the opportunity because I didn't want to go fight the crowds. Thank you for that. But now we have Black Friday week. Now we have Black Friday month. And Black Friday pricing month long.
They even have things where now, just because somebody bought something and they opened it, it's more discounted.
So, open box on Amazon. If someone returns it. You still get the
same warranty, even if it's been opened, So what's the point of like going out there and thinking that you're getting the best deal when maybe you are not really, just wait a couple of days and then somebody's going to return something that they didn't like.
And this ties into what you and I have talked about before. I don't have a disdain of the holidays. I have a disdain of the monetization and capitalization and the consumerism that has
exploitation of consumerism
and how that has swallowed the holidays.
Yes.
Because from the end of August, you start getting your Christmas clearances, and then you get your Halloween clearances, then you get your Thanksgiving.
I always Christmas shop early. Like, I always, like, get my gifts for my family. Like, I'm already getting them now.
But businesses have recognized that by bringing you Christmas and July sales. For those of you who are thinking ahead, Christmas is only 6 months away, 5 months away. Here's your deals now so that you can get ahead on your shopping list. Oh, you're right. The holidays are coming up. It does. There's so much with that we've lost the value of what that holiday is supposed to be.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation's a perfect story about not letting the monetization,
Take me
consumerism,
Take me back to that
get
time.
to it, because the whole movies, they're jealous about the family who's got all the Christmas lights, and they're always, they want the biggest tree, and they want the everything. He wants the bonus check so he can get them the swimming pool. But then, at the end of the movie, he wants to kidnap the guy and everything. He's just like, oh wait, I'm just here with my family. This is what it's all about. This is what it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
And I really think it rings true. It's like,
I'm just going to wait till Cyber Monday because, being in this program, honestly, the next purchase I would like to do is get a camera. I want to get a camera.
Yeah.
So for me, even if it's just something like the one that we have right here in front of us, that's something small, so that I can become more familiar and fine tune those shots and do things that I'm learning here, even for my own videos. But we're at the end of the show.
That went fast today.
We're going to finish off with California Dreaming, the Mamas and the Papas.
Thank you,
Forrest Gump. Yeah, Forrest Gump, disc 1 because we have no disc 2, but,
A continuation of last week's discussion about movie villains.
It's been nice. That's right.
Jenai.
Thank you, Vince Vibes, again for being on our show.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime,
Salute.
Thank you, BS.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Till not this Thursday, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. And we're going to leave you guys with California Dreaming. Take care.